After leaving the Minaduki house, I returned to La Soleil.
帰り道で見たキラキラのクリスマスツリー、綺麗でした。
It's got a good look. Again, I like the uniforms, I like the little belts, it's just, oh, it's so nice, so nice.
目がチカチカした。
Yeah, I bet. Due to it still being Christmas Eve, the main street on the way back was bustling. I've been busy since this morning, and I do feel pretty exhausted, but my exhilaration is getting the better of me, so I'm still not sleepy. I prepare some hot cocoa and chat with Chocola and Vanilla.
お父様もお母様もとっても喜んでいましたね、ご主人様。
They were. I'm glad I put in the work.
私も嬉しい。ケーキ美味しかった。
Appreciate it.
一つ不思議。
What's that?
ご主人のケーキは前から美味しかった。今日のケーキも美味しかったけれど、今日になって認めてくれたのはなぜ？クリスマスだから？
Don't put doubt in his head. Well, I can't really say for certain since it's my dad's private thoughts, but I feel like past me would have thought only of himself.
そんなことありません。ご主人様はショコラたちのことも。
Yeah, but I wasn't able to focus on the stuff with Dad.
続けて。
I was demanding things out of my dad with no regard for him, like a child begging. If I just tried to put myself in my dad's shoes, I would have realized how terribly unreasonable I was being. I was raised to be the heir to a Japanese pastry shop, but I proposed that I'd be a Western pastry chef, basically demanded he say that what I made was good. It's a natural desire to say your food is so good that you don't even need to eat it to know, no matter what it may taste like. I need to put myself in people's shoes more often. A one-sided push for putting smiles on people's faces doesn't really make sense.
一方的な押し付け、相手の気持ちを。難しいです。さすがはご主人様。
No, that's not right. You and the others were the ones who taught me this.
ショコラ、また何かやっちゃいました？気づかないうちに世界を変えてしまっていたとは。
I wouldn't take it that far. But you guys are always considering things from my perspective. Even on the night we got back to Japan, you guys had dinner all ready for us. Miso soup, pickled vegetables, the works.
メイプルちゃんが言い出したことですけど。味噌汁を作ったのは私。褒めていい。
I'm not just talking about that night either. I mean all the times in the past too. Sure, you guys didn't nail it every time, but you did try to consider my feelings. Compared to all of you guys, I've been nothing but a kid thinking about himself.
ショコラたち、大人でしたか？
Yeah, you all taught me a lot.
それならそうと、口で言えばよかったのでは？
You never been explicitly told, okay, let's consider others' feelings since childhood, have you?
ほにゃ？特には。
But in the truest sense, you never know what someone else is feeling. Even if you try to give it consideration, you don't know if you're right or not. There are a lot of times where you think you're being considerate, but you're actually just interpreting things in a way convenient to yourself, right? Or where you end up labeling someone as impossible to understand. Being able to consider things from their point of view, it isn't a skill you pick up through practice. It's a matter of personality, character, if you will.
Oh.
I was expecting the second O to be like, I don't know what you just said.
よくわからない。
It's just like there's no kid in existence that gets told to be an adult and just suddenly becomes one. I think what I needed was growth on a mental level. And to make sure they didn't impede my journey, neither Memento nor my father told me what it was I needed in the first place. Again, there's still ways you go about that very differently. Not saying anything and waiting is part of the teaching process. Feel like that's another thing I've learned coming out of this.
成長って大変なんですね。わかったような、わからないような。 いつか理解できるかもしれない。
Yeah. I'm not the best at voicing my thoughts, so maybe I didn't do a good enough job explaining. I think I'm pretty similar to Dad in that regard. Yeah, that makes sense. According to my mentor, my grandfather wasn't the most articulate man on earth either. I smile awkwardly, blaming my traits on my lineage.
ところでですね。
Yeah?
大人なショコラとしては、ずっと我慢していたことがあるのですが。ご主人、感謝は言葉だけ？他のご褒美も期待したい。
Oh, don't worry, I've got vouchers here for the clinic. Some other form of reward? But I don't have anything prepared. Which is pathetic considering it's Christmas of all days. My plan was to bake some patisserie in the middle of the night, but not sure if I can do that without being found out.
ものじゃなくて、ショコラはご主人様を待っているんですよ。
You want headpats, don't you?
今日はサンタさんの格好だから、サンタさんからご主人にプレゼント。プレゼントはショコラたちです。やったー
Ah, that's what you meant.
ダメですか？疲れてますか？ずっと大変だった。無理にとは言わない。
Oh, fine, headpads all round. This is what everybody wants. But oh.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Yes, indeed. Right. Ever since Mum's birthday, I've had a lot on my plate and I haven't had any time to myself. There's no way to treat my catpanions. I'm sorry. I'll give you both as much attention as you need tonight.
いいんですか？ご主人様。明日も忙しいって言われるかと。
Yeah, it's sure going to be busy. There'll be a ton of customers on Christmas Day, too. But I've been holding out myself, you know?
ご主人のエッチ。
I don't know what you mean. There's a rattle at the door, followed by it opening. Startled, I look in the direction to find...
ちょっと待ちなさい！ショコラちゃんとバニラちゃんだけなんで、ずるいです。まあ、こんなことになってんじゃねえかと思ってきてみりゃ。お兄ちゃん、僕たちも我慢してたよ。カショウ、私を恋猫にしたこと忘れたわけ？カショウさん、私もう我慢できません。私はこいつらが心配でついてきただけで、別に何も期待しちゃいねえんだけどな。
Fine, everyone gets what they deserve. Headpats. Headpats.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。にゃ
Where? There.
ー。ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Your head's so high. Jeez. Get a lower head. Sorry. I care about all of you very much. Would you all mind doing it together? What, a head pat on the wall at the same time? Dude, you've only got so many hands.
やったー！ご主人、今日で人生が終わっても構わないという覚悟？はは、言ったな、カショウ。腰抜かすなよ。お兄ちゃん、大好き！みんなと一緒に。ちょっと心の準備が。ほらほら、めいちゃん、置いていかれちゃうよ。レッツゴー！
Many headpats were had. Oh, guess that's the ending then. I imagine there's something after these credits. That's what we have here. Still waiting to see Shigure in a cat costume of some sort, so I imagine there's probably something after this, like, lovely little animation we've got here. Ah, there's an... Ah, little chippy down in the right-hand corner. Is adorable. I do love the chippies. The chippies are just pure adorableness. I'm just going to enjoy this just because of the chippies. But anyway, we're on the credits now, aren't we? So I should be doing the stuff, you know, YouTube stuff. I hope you liked the video. Press the like button, share the video, press the subscribe button and the bell. What else? You can find me on Patreon, TheTwitGamer, link down in the description. That's phrase. I hate doing the YouTube stuff. This has been fun though. I like that it was Kashou's sort of story. Like again, I mentioned it partway through, just that idea of like previously it's been the cat girls and like the pairings and their story, and now we got like, oh, it's Kashou's turn. Get his story resolved. I like it sort of like corrected a few things within the story that happened in the past, like the name of the shop, for instance. I wonder if this was planned. Somehow I don't think so. I think they just worked with what they had. It fits though, it all fits. Yay! I'm still expecting more after this. There's gotta be more. Right? There you go. The following day.
どういうことかしら。クリスマスは昨日終わったはずだけど。めいちゃん、お外に行列が。ただいま。配達行ってきたよ。お兄ちゃん、外にいっぱいお客さんがいるけど、どうしたの？
That's what I'd like to ask. Think we have this many customers coming out in the middle of the day, even though it's the day after Christmas?
ご主人、電話が来ている。
A phone call? If it's an order, ask for the date and number. And if there's any spot on the reservation list, then we can put them down for...
雑誌の電話取材。
I'd like to, but now's really not the time.
ご主人様、シュークリームとモンブランとイチゴタルトが売り切れました。
Not the cream puffs. Huh? But it's still only the afternoon. I was convinced that those would last until evening.
他のケーキも残りが少ないです。ティータイムにはケーキがなくなっちゃうかも。
My God. That happened. We'd be opening with nothing to sell. What in the heck do we do?
おい、カショ、ケーキが足りねえぞ。私とバニラが手伝っても全然追っつかねえ。
Very assertive, very authoritative. Yes, yes, yes indeed. Nope. There. Stupid mouse.
そもそもお前がフロアでうろうろしてたって何もできねえだろうが。
Female customer A?
パティシエさん、また猫ちゃんに叱られてる。
Screw you, Phantom Thief female customer B. Ugh. I'm unintentionally putting on a show for the customers. The patisserie getting lectured by his cat girls must be a riot. Sorry, Azuki.
ブルメ、取材の電話に対応しとけ。モンシナはレジと飲み物の注文を死ぬ気で回せ。わかったわ。無難に答えとく。レジとお茶を入れるの頑張ります。会計を間違えたら尻尾の付け根をくすぐるからな。んで、バニラ。厨房に戻る。よし。ショコラ、客席のテーブルをいつまで放っておく気だ。片付け最優先は基本だろ。はい、わかりました。夏、次の配達に行く前に少しいいか。あと20分くらいなら。よし、20分だけこっちを手伝え。品切れを把握しとけよ。結構多いぞ。うん、分かったよお姉ちゃん。カーショー、ぼさっと見てんな。全然足りねえぞ。手を動かせ。
Right.
真面目な話、今のままじゃテーブルも人手も足りねえぞ。ネットの評判でいつも混んでるなんて書かれ始めてるぞ。
That's not a bad thing. That's sure not good. I mean, yeah, people won't turn up, but it shows you how popular it is.
記念日や週末はこの調子でろくに休憩も入れねえ。週1の定休日だけじゃいくら猫でもそのうち誰か倒れるんじゃねえか。
Oh, well, now I see your point. Good point. Yeah, after all, I had the realization that I'm pushing myself too hard as well.
ケーキにしてもお茶にしてもスムーズに回すためにもっと機械を使うとか簡単なレシピにするのはちょっとちげえと思うけどな。
Yeah, you're right. It might be impossible to manage the shop otherwise. Those are measures that every business takes, more or less. However, La Soleil's current business model takes after my mentor's patisserie. If we change it, certain things will start tasting different. I want to keep things the same, which is a desire that might be self-serving in the long run, but...
ご主人様、ショコラ頑張ります。頑張ってお役に立ちますから。
I mean, there's ample room for more tables here. They do know this, right? Just loads more room.
私ももっと速くなる。見てて。僕も頑張るからお兄ちゃん。もっと速く走って配達してくれよ。
I was expecting them all to get their own, like, private CG sort of situation, but no, that seemed to be sliding in. It's only Azuki's had one. Well, and I suppose Chocola.
取材終わったわよ。
Oh, look at that old phone. Oh.
私ももっと手際よくできると思う。だから、こだわりなさいよ。パティシエのこだわりの店だってインタビューに答えちゃったんだから、妥協しないでよね。カシオさん、私も頑張ります。今のお店が大好きですから。
It's like, instead of like having their own, it's like they're all together like that. It just doesn't feel fair, does it? Ah, well. Thanks for that, Maple. Cinnamon.
いっぱい頑張って。また、カシオさんからご褒美を。
I'd give you a headpat, but there's no headpat button, so...
ゆうべのこと思い出して。もんしな、ちょっと黙ってろ。まあ、カシオだって今のやり方を変えたくねえんだろ。
I don't. I'd rather not change the way we handle things.
だよな。いいさ。パティシエのこだわりがねえパティスリーなんざ存在する意味がねえよ。でもそれなら人手を増やさねえとな。それこそ猫の手も借りてってやつだ。
Yeah, that's been on my mind.
どっかに優秀な猫はいねえもんかな。
Well, it's not like we have to necessarily hire a cat girl per se. The image of the cat girl back in France runs through my head. Fraise. She is a magnificent worker. Of course, Fraise is my mentor's cat girl. I couldn't just bring her with me to Japan. Still, if I just had a cat girl that qualified around, I could let the other cat girls take a little break. I feel like I've developed as both a patissier and as a person, but as a business owner, still got a lot of problems on my plate.
お困りのようですね、皆さん。
Oh, bloody hell.
兄様、私もお手伝いをしますわ。
I knew it was coming. That'd be great. Are you good for the whole day?
半日だけでも助かるってもんよ。あ、しぐれちゃんだ。お手伝い、超感謝する。いいえ、半日でも一日だけでもありませんわ。
Huh?
私、ここラ・ソレイユに今日から住み込みで働きます。
Really? You what?
マジかよ。ふにゃー。住み込み、引っ越し、段ボール箱。
Wait a second, Shigure. Don't you have a lot of other things you've got to manage? I swear Shigure said that she operates a company, right? She never told me the details, but I think it's a business that was way bigger than La Soleil. Plus, she's got school during the weekdays to boot.
今までいろいろと立場があって私は自重してきました。兄様のことは大好きですが妹でもありますし。
Yeah.
兄様のことを愛しています。
Yeah, as a sibling, right?
父様とおばあ様の後悔と未練の話、とても心に響きました。
Answer the question.
私、 年老いてから後悔を口にしたくはありません。自分にとって本当に大切なことを遠ざけて、今しかないこの瞬間を無意味にしたくはないのです。私にとって何が一番大切なのか、兄様との時間が私にとって最も優先するべきことだと悟ったのです。兄様、どうか私がこちらに住み込みで働くのを許してくださいませんか？
Just for reference's sake, what did Mom and Dad say?
もちろん父様と母様の許可は得てあります。昨夜までは父様が許可をくださらなかったのですが、晴れて認めてくださいました。
I see. Guess that's one reason why she waited till today to speak up then.
わかってんだろうな、カショウ。
Yes. I'm leaving. I'm going to France.
しぐれちゃん。ガンバ。そっか。しぐれも素直になることにしたのね。ドキドキ。ハラハラ。
All the dots. If I told you no, would you give up?
私、兄様の妹ですから、きっと諦めは悪い方だと思います。
Yeah, that figures. I didn't give up no matter how many times I clashed with Dad after all. Looks like hard-headedness runs in the family. If this is what you want to do, I won't turn you down. You being here will be a great help.
兄様、ありがとうございます。やったー、しぐれちゃん、よろしくにゃ。やったね。しぐれ様、おめでとうございます。しぐれが入ってくれんなら、昼飯くれゆっくり食えそうだな。どこまで本気なのか楽しみね。しぐれちゃん、よかったよ。みんなも一緒ですよ。みんな私の大切な猫たちですから。まあ当然だよな。私らだけ電車で通ってられねっての。私たちはしぐれの猫だものね。めいちゃんのいるところが私のいるところだから。
Do we have the room?
やったー、お兄ちゃんと暮らせるんだね。みんなも家族がいっぱい楽しい。
Do we have the room?
カショ？まさか文句はねえだろうな。
Of course not. Although it is kind of a shock. I'm excited that I'll be getting to live with all of you.
おう。ならいいけどよ。
Shigure, Azuki, coconut, maple, and cinnamon. Wonder if we have enough rooms for all of you. Yeah! The Minaduki house and Mentor's house are spacious, but I originally planned to live here on my own, so...
その点は抜かりありません。大丈夫です、兄様。増築の手配をしておきました。
How forward-thinking are you? Oh, I see. Shigure, you're as efficient as always, I suppose.
あずきたちは新しく用意した部屋へ。そりゃあいいけどよ。
We're gonna knock through to next door, aren't we? Azuki and the others. What about you, Shigure?
ご心配には及びません。私は兄様の部屋です。ベッドを運びます。
Huh?
その手があった。やるわね、しぐれ。うわー、しぐれちゃん大胆。僕もお兄ちゃんと一緒がいいな。おばあ様はおっしゃいました。人生は短い。好きなことを我慢する時間なんてない。と。
Yeah, but there's laws against that sort of thing, Shigure.
私もう我慢いたしません。
Wait, both old enough. We're staying in the same room as brother and sister isn't really,
私の兄様への愛はノンストップでーす。
What's the heart shape? What's with the heart on your tongue? What is going on here? Oh no. Hey, Shigure, settle down, will you?
後悔しないためにさあ私の愛を受け止めてください
That's what you meant by not waiting, Shigure. Hey, hold on, stop. Cease and desist.
大好きです兄様
Oh, bloody hell.